jokes. All right. I know I keep posting on Facebook about staying active during the winter, but it's like, no, I know how I'm wired. Even on day off, I have to stay active, otherwise I feel lazy. So, yeah, I'm finding things to do. Even if it's sub-zero weather, it's like, all right, just stay in a little longer if you can, or take the bus instead of your car, something like that. Like this weekend, I went to the Minnesota Wild hockey game Saturday night. I don't go to a lot of hockey games, but in the past month I've been to 5. It's like, okay, World Junior Tournament, Chicago, and now this one. I'm not sure why, because I mean, most winters I haven't been to any in a while, but that's neither here nor there. But it'll be memorable in more ways than one, and not just the game itself. They lost, but before that, I said I had to go to the Ticket Resolution Center because my Android phone, I guess, doesn't work well with their chosen app. And they had to text the ticket to me. Except I didn't care for the way I was treated by security. I called it bait and switch because they said, go this way. And they said, you failed the security check. Yeah, and you didn't ask me to empty my pockets first either, did you now? And then the lady got condescending with me saying, there's no need to be upset about it. And it's like, I didn't swear at her. I didn't raise my voice at all. I was annoyed. There's a difference between that and being upset. And I'm treated better by security at baseball games in the airport than I was there. And it's like, just didn't make sense, but I got in, so I'm not going to get in an argument with somebody when it ain't worth it. Then after the game, because it was sub-zero, I was waiting for the bus instead of driving my car in, and that saved me the money on the parking fee. But it also meant it was after 10 o'clock, overtime loss, so I waited a little longer than had been in regulation. And that meant that it was a longer wait for a bus or trains in the Twin Cities because they dropped down to like twice an hour. And I keep telling people, yes, I have to be chatty if I'm going to be a stage performer. But there are times when I can be taciturn. That can, I'm sure, surprise some people. And it's like, well, I proved that I can be when I'm uncomfortable. And I sure was there. It was late. It was cold. I wanted to get home, and some dude I don't even know wants to talk to me at the bus stop. Is such and such bus going to stop here? It's on my popcorn box. Did you go to the game? Did you have fun? Is that popcorn? I gave him short answers. It's like, I think he finally got the message. I didn't want to talk to him that bad. Especially when he started off with wanting to sit down, and when he did, he violently moved the empty vodka bottle off the bench. And it's like, okay, I guess that's how it's going to go. And you know what I did? Eventually I picked up the empty vodka bottle and put it in a trash bin. Because, well, I have a history of being a janitor, clean up after other people. It just looks better to please put litter in its place, as they say. And then Sunday I stayed active. In the afternoon I ran my car again. I went to a movie. I saw the one called Dead Man's Wire because I like movies based on a true story. It was about a hostage situation. I saw it as a case study about what can happen when you're infamous. When there was a clip that somebody called to the radio station and asked you if the hostage taker had a girlfriend, it reminded me, unfortunately, of the Oklahoma City bombing trial because I was in college then, and I actually knew somebody in college that got a look at Timothy McVeigh's sister Jennifer and said, I'm going to call her. And it's like, really? Is that what you're thinking after something like this happens? Is he has an attractive sister? It's like, wow. Oh, some people. I'm aware that some people's attitude is ignore everything, just get laid. So it's like, okay, I guess that's your priorities. We don't have the same priorities in life. Each their own, I guess. I guess there are definitely worse movies than that. It was a reminder of another thing about an ordeal like that. There were no winners in the end. So why anybody ever does anything like that, I don't know. But I like movies directed by Gus Van Sant. That's one reason why I went to see it. now the Super Bowl is in 2 weeks. It's a case of what I see as a Super Bowl movie. No, not in place of the Super Bowl. Super Bowl doesn't start until the evening. You can get an early screening of a movie and still watch the Super Bowl. And then I'm not tempted to watch those pregame shows and they go on for too long and start way too early. So yeah, go to a movie with better game plan. Well, when I am waiting for the light rail, sometimes I can see a lot of weird things left on benches at the stop that I use. And this past week, it was actually unopened sauce packets. 3 ketchup, 3 mustard. And it's like, okay, I think I'll go use that. I picked it up, and yeah, I used it on my dinner in the evening. It's like, why not? Waste not, want not. I've done that with other unopened things that still look perfectly good. I've done that with cans of beer left at bus stops. Why not? Some people might think that's crazy, but each their own. Well, known as the banking place means tails from the bank, like tails from the crypt. Yeah, I know people are expecting that now, and I don't want to disappoint my public. Yeah, there are actually 3 good stories in the past week. One of them was from earlier today, where I started off with an email before I print any checks that said, "Are we printing any checks today?" That was the title of the email. And it was somebody in another office that was in Cincinnati saying they had a level 3 snowstorm and couldn't get to the office. Now, I don't know what that is. All I know is that 3 is more than 2 and 1. And all I'm thinking of is, all right, is this like categories on hurricanes and tornadoes or something like that? I don't know. I later saw something on the UPS site that said there was a winter storm that devastated much of America that might delay UPS deliveries, and they called it Fern. And it's like, what? Are they naming winter storms like hurricanes now? I don't know. But you know how I responded to them about that? I said, well, I'm in Minnesota. I may fill office just fine. If you send me checks, I'll print them. And if you send me UPS labels, I can print them out. And they said, well, thank you. And it's like, good. My message got out. And then the others. Well, sometimes I have to tell people to send me a UPS label. In the past week when I did that, somebody thought that meant I was going to send it out. No, I still need your label, damn it. And eventually their underling finally sent it. And it's like, okay, what part of I need a label don't you understand? And then there was another one I'll have to think about a little bit more if I can remember it, and I'm trying not to look at my notes about it, but, oh, right, Friday. I work downtown, and yeah, that was right by where the protests happened, and we were actually told the mail-in deadline got moved up. And it's like, okay, I'll just move everything up, not a big deal. And then I didn't get out any earlier because protesters were using the light rail. I had to wait until one wasn't full. And it's like, okay, I feel like a fly on the wall, like for history, like Forrest Gump, where I just have this bored look on my face when a train that's normally not full, when I'm riding home, is. And it's like, no, I didn't talk to anyone, but it's like, okay, what do you got to do? I just want to get home, same as everybody else, because it's cold and I'm tired. Well, that'll do it for me. You've all been great.